Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. Today we're going to have a little lighter supper. We're going to make a beautiful salad and I'm going to make some onion rings to go with it. So I want to get started on onion rings and then we're going to come back and put that salad together. How about that? So in my mixing bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of self-rising flour. Maybe let's make that just a little less than a full cup because I want to add some cornstarch. So let's just less than a cup. About 2 tablespoons shy, okay? Then let's add a couple of nice spoonfuls of cornstarch. Now what the cornstarch is going to do is it's going to make it crispy, give it that crispy texture that we like with onion rings. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a little bit, because we can always salt them. Then I'm going to add a little touch of paprika. It won't be much. Maybe half a teaspoon of paprika. Then I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper. Y'all know I don't do red pepper so well. So I'm going to do a little bit less red pepper, maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. You can certainly add more if you want to. And why not? Let's add a little bit of garlic powder to it. It's not going to hurt anything, is it? About the same amount of garlic powder. So let's stir all that together. Get all those seasonings mixed up together so it's not a big, y'all have heard me say it before, you don't have 1 clump of this here and 1 clump of that there. We want it all throughout. Then I have 1 cup of whole milk. So I'm going to put this whole milk, just stir it all in here. This is a wet batter and we don't want it too thick, but we don't want it too thin either. So I'm going to stop right there. Oh, it's almost a full cup. And I'm going to let this sit aside for just a minute. And what's going to happen is this is all going to, we're going to use it all. It's all going to come together and kind of marry together. And it will thicken up just a little bit as it sits here. So let's get that stirred up real good. And if it don't thicken up, we can come back and add just a little bit more flour to it, but I think it's going to be good. We'll check that out in a minute. So I have Vidalia onion here, large one. They're not real thick this way. So what we're going to do, I'm going to trim them up. Leave them whole, but we got to be real careful so it doesn't roll around on us and cause our knife to slip. So take that outer layer of peeling off. Do y'all like onion rings? We do. And today I just got to want some onion rings. So I thought, by golly, I'm going to make some. And that's what we're going to have for supper. This one's a little thicker, so we'll cut it 3 times. I think 3 times will be perfect. Again, fingers out of the way. Now, looky there. We've got us a nice stack of onion rings. If we can get all that peel off of there. These are sweet Vidalia onions, I think I told you that. They're a little milder than a white or yellow onion, which is, I think, makes a better onion ring. But I've never tried this. Have you guys ever heard of, there's a trick that I'm told that if you soak your onions in ice water, it cuts down some of the strongness of that onion. I've never heard it. I need to try it, I guess. But I've never heard that, and I've never done it before. So just take some of that. You know, onions can be a little bit strong. These are making my eyes burn. All right, so we have got our oil over here getting hot. So let's check this batter again. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more flour to this because it's not getting as thick as I want it to. I don't think it needs a lot. It might have been a quarter of a cup. So maybe a full cup of milk was too much. But you know, that's cooking. We learn as we go. If it don't work out, we try something else, right? Oh yeah, that's much better. Much, much better. It needed that little extra. Can you see? Can you see how I've got that thick? So, I'm gonna get that whisked up real good. Okay, so let me get us moved over to the stove. And my oil's heating up over there, I told you. So I want to get over there and get these things frying because I am anxious. All right, we're over at the stove and we're ready to start frying these onion rings. I think y'all can see in this pot and it is hot. So we've got our batter. It's nice and thick. It has sat here for a few minutes while I got everything set up. So now we are going to dredge our onion rings in this beautiful batter and drop them in. So let's get rid of this. I don't need this now. It was just in the way. So we're going to drop them in this hot oil. We'll let that excess drip off. Can you see that? Oh my goodness, these are going to be so good. Do a few at a time so you don't crowd the pan too much. And they'll cook evenly. And then it won't take long for them to cook, I promise you. With that batter good and golden. Now I'm going to have to go over here and wash my hands. I got them dirty. Now give me just a minute. I'm just right here. Now, I'm excited. Do y'all like the onion rings? I know I asked you that earlier, but you like them battered like this or just like flour and cornmeal and fried? I've tried them both ways. And I think this is probably going to be my favorite way to have them. And let's see if I've got a big fork. Yes, that might be better than using that. Oh, look, already. Sweetie, you ready for some onion rings and a salad?
Oh, yeah.
He just got in from work and he's hungry. So we got to get him fed. Let's get these all cooked up. I'm going to get this one batch done and then I'm going to show you what they look like when I take them out of this oil. And then we'll get these others fried up and then we're going to go make our salad. I've got some barbecue bread and I thought I would just kind of toast it up with a little butter in the skillet. Y'all know I like my butter. I don't know what else we could ask for. That's a good meal. I mean, by the time you put everything we're going to put in our salad, that's a meal. And once we get to it, then I'll show you what we're going to do. Oh, these onion rings are smelling so good. So you want your onions a little bit crispy, but not raw crispy. And this will cook them just enough that they'll stay together and they won't fall apart when you go to eat them. So let's take these up. I want you to see them. Then we're going to get the rest of these going. Looky here. These are good and hot. Now I'm going to hit it with just a tiny bit of salt as I make a lot of noise. The salt them while they're hot, and that salt will stick to them instead of just falling right off. Now looky there. Isn't that beautiful? All right, I'm going to get the rest of these onion rings fried up, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to show you how we put our salad together, okay? Stay with me. I am on the last batch of onion rings, and I'm going to take them up here in just a minute. But I wanted to come back on and show you, man, we've got a nice platter of onion rings over here. We'll never eat all of these. But then again, we'll probably give it a good try. And I put my thermometer in my pan. I've been trying to keep my temperature up to around 325 when I put this new batch of onions in, and it's cooled the pan off just a little bit, but it'll come on back up. And I think we're going to go ahead and start taking these up. Can you get any prettier than that? Looky there. You can. All right, so let's turn that off. Now, y'all know me. I am going to push this to the back because you see my door here, and you come in and out, you can bump it. And we do not want that hot oil on anybody. I've got my bread and my skillet back here toasting. I'll show it to you in just a minute. And all I did was take my barbecue bread and butter it and put it in a dry skillet. And I let it sit there and toast for a minute. Isn't that coming out so pretty? Looky there. So let's get this moved over to the bar. I'm going to get us set up over there, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to put this beautiful salad together, and then we're going to eat. We're going to try all this, okay? So stay with me. Let's get this salad put together. I'm ready to eat. So I've got this nice, beautiful head of lettuce. I cored it, and you probably know this, but if you don't, when it's whole and it's got the core, beat it on the counter pretty hard, and you can just rip that core right out. So I don't want it in my salad. So what we're going to do, we won't need all of that, is I am going to, we like our lettuce kind of fine when we make a salad. And it's just something we like. But you make it as big as you want. I'm using iceberg lettuce. You can use romaine. Romaine is a very good, I love it for salads. But I just happen to have iceberg. So that's what I'm going to use tonight. If I had romaine, that's what I would use. So let's get that on this platter. Oh yeah, that'd be plenty for me and him. By the time I get through adding everything we're going to add, that's going to be plenty. Okay, so let's make that, spread it out, make a nice pretty bed. So I've got a tomato, and you know I peel my tomatoes. So let's cut that core out. I'm using my Rada tomato knife, and if you don't have one, you need to get you one. They are the best things, and I can peel this tomato right through and not lose hardly any of the meat. You can find them in my Amazon store, and I'll put a link at the bottom in the description box. They're not expensive, but they are wonderful. I love Rada Knives. So I'm going to cut that up. Just little chunks. Let's put it right there. Make it pretty. We're going to make a pretty salad. I'm going to come back and clean this board up and get the tomato juice off. Looky there. How pretty that is. Let me get my washcloth. It's clean. I'll use a clean washcloth every day. And I change through the day. All right, so let's get that. That's done. Now, I boiled some eggs. And I'm going to slice them in half, long ways. And then I'm going to slice them again. Can you see what I'm doing? And I've got them like that. So we're going to put those around the platter. See if I can get around where you can see me. See what I'm doing? I've got to hold on to it, so I don't know how good you can see. These are beautiful. These I cooked in my egg cooker. Again, that's something else that I have on my Amazon store. And it is a wonderful piece of equipment. It's not expensive. And I just love it. I've got some cucumbers that I cooked up, listen to me, cut up. I'm going to put a few here. He don't usually eat cucumbers, so I'll just put a few on the side there, and he can leave them off if he wants to. And some green onions. I cut up some green onions. This is turning into a beauty. There we go. Now I've got some olives. I love olives. Do y'all like olives? Let me get a spoon. I love, that won't fit. Let's try something different. Maybe this other spoon will. I've got a teaspoon. Nope, it still won't fit in there. Well, let's see, what can we do? Maybe this one will. Yeah. Let's put a few olives on here. Now, I will be the only one to eat the olives. I say I'll put what I want. And I think that's going to be enough. Maybe one more. Good measure, right? I've roasted some potatoes. I've got the red, purple, and white little baby potatoes. I just thought they'd be good. So I thought, why not? Let's put that on there. We'll put some on this side too. That's going to be delicious. Then I've got some chopped ham. I told you, this salad's going to be a meal in itself. All right, there we go. So let's just take a big old handful, and we'll set it some right there. We're going to put some over here. Oh, it's looking so pretty. And is that all I've got? Nope. We've got some tortilla strips. I'm going to scatter a few of those on it, and it's going to give it a little bit of crunch, which I like in my salads. So let's just scatter a few on top. Oh, yeah, I'm going to hold this up. I want you to see how pretty this salad is. Now, that is a meal right there. Looky there. Can you see how pretty? What a pretty plate. So I've got this beautiful platter of salad. Oh, I didn't get everything. One more thing. I almost forgot the best part. Cheese. We can't forget our cheese. Y'all should have reminded me. Now, I think we're done. Show it to you again. How could I forget that? Ah, looky there. It's still going to be a healthy salad. We've got our salad. We've got this beautiful, beautiful plate of onion rings that we made. I bought some strawberries, washed them, cored them, and we're going to have those with this beautiful salad. So I don't know what more we could ask for on this day. I appreciate you joining me today. And it's a beautiful, well, it was a beautiful Thursday, but it still is beautiful. It rained, we needed the rain. So, and that makes it beautiful. So y'all come and join me again. I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have given me. I certainly love each and every one of you. So come join me again soon. We've got great things to come. My daughter-in-law she has me scheduled for a lot of stuff coming up. So, but I certainly appreciate every one of you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.